listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to UppTalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say UppTalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
CSV import. We will create a transaction, let's say vendor bill. And first we will be creating CSV import also. Like there are not any standard template which we can download from the NetSuite. Basically, it's like the fields which we record at the UI level. We can take that field on a normal Excel. Put the values and then save as a CSV. We will open a vendor bill also, which is just thank. First of all, we will take external ID. External ID is for our own purpose. If we are uploading something, we can have a unique ID attached with any unique ID. Commonly, when I upload this CSV import, I take the unique ID as a date. Next, we are going to have the reference number. Then date vendor. We have to write that manually or is it possible to export a blank template? Like I said earlier, when you will export the template from here, you will get the mostly. There is no such like. Then you can export the template. you can create a safe search. With all the fields you made in the template, and then after exporting that, you can use that as the same template. And that's what we can't export. The templates saying is any one-time activity we can do. We have to do this one-time activity manually. No question. If you want to include this, we can include also a approve status. I think we can keep it. I don't think that's what the fields are required. Then we will go to the item. Uh, iterate. Like if you are taking quantity rate, then you can leave amount. Uh, because quantity into rate will automatically give you the amount. I'm gonna look at it. Taxo. Uh, I think we can leave that's how big it is. Now let's say my external ID is 19 March 24. The first day it is, and then it is. The first control CSP dash. Now either we can copy this vendor name as JP, uh, or we can take the internal ID of this vendor. Basically, when we are uploading the large data, like we normally recommend to take the internal ID because you might do an error in like getting this value. Let's say this is purple loop percenting in. But in your data, you miss this particular door. After the indent system will throw the error. It has to be the exact match. Great. That is what you see on the top. Yes. Let's say what we do. When we have like prepared the during the data migration activity, or like we have to have some large amount of sections. Basically, we first have all the masters downloaded. Like vendor, master, internal, ideal locations, anything where a drop down value is available. We download the masters and we prepare the data like by actual formulas. We look up match. And then we have the CSMM board. I will take this as 923. Location I will copy straight away. Key exchange rate is 1. Approve item. I think for item also we can take the internal ID. Internal ICT 30. Quantity let's say 200. Text board is going to be our now. If I have to upload. The vendor will bring with multiple like lines. I will keep my external ID same. Oh, external ID is same. Because if I change that, then it will create another transaction. I will give my external ID same. Then all these things is going to be same. Now we'll take another item. $60.24. Um, Now let's save it into the CSV. Save a P. CSV delete. This is taken into the CSV file. I will change the date format because next we will take the date format. This is Didimangwa Foru and Control S to the next suite. Setup import export import CSV record. Under the import export first you have to set the import type. For example, in the first import type accounting, I had the code type as like of chart of currency exchange rate, expense categories, budget exchange rate. I can upload this with the import type of accounting. If I have to import the department location, then I will go to classification. Then I can load class department. Or class department. For employees, there is like item. There is a separate relationship. For vendor customer, we will go to relationship. Like lead prospect vendor customer. Meme but we are uploading the transactions. We will go to the transaction. Transaction. We are uploading the vendor bill. Just like the bill. You don't have to change this factor and coding and this comment delimiter mem. That's like for data handling, three options are available like add, update, and add or update. I'm adding a new transaction. It will take, it will add. If I have to update, then I will use the update. Add or update is used like if you want to do either one. But how can you update if you don't have take the reference of the existing transaction? Basically for update, we will use this separate only. Under the advanced option, there are some options available here. Like we want to validate mandatory customer bills or not. Like I want to change the customer form. On which customer? In standard, it will show the default form. This is the main run service script and trigger workflow. What does it mean? It means like, for example, like you want to calculate the text into the transaction. There are next word, internal scripts, which will run. For that calculation, you have to stick that. Or is there any workflows associated with that particular transaction? Trigger the workflow, and to run the script, we have to stick that. Then we will go next. Here we will come to a field mapping page. Now on this field mapping page, as you can see. Next, yes. That in this case, that's what it is already done in, the mapping for you. That's what it is already done in, the mapping. There was something which and that's what has not done. We will check. Let's say quantity. And I will go to the textbook. This particular life, it is coming from my CSV. And this is already next. And now I have to map the quantity. Quantity is in my item. Render build items very open. That. Now select the quantity. Same way in the item I have tags for. We will verify the other things also, like items is equal to items. Now we have taken the internal ID in two of the places. Where we have taken the internal ID, we will go to this particular pencil or kind type. Select here. We will select choose reference site. Reference site means on which basis we want to match next to it. Either names, either internal ID. I select the internal ID in render. Then in item I will select the internal ID as well. Now we will go there. We will go to the next. Date format is more correct. Do you have to then redo all over again? Go back to the CSV or you can fix it here. As of now, we are not doing much data there. I will fix it directly here. Let's say I have to take a single date. Then we will set data's default date here. But if you have the different dates, then you go again. Go back to the main page. Correct your file. Correct the file. File and import again. We can give some import name. In future, we can use this particular import again, and we don't have to do this field mapping again. Let's do reddening. Sorry, we are not giving import name. We will do save and run. And we will check the status also. Fresh. It is not uploaded. We will go to the higher. We will have to check what style. Under the sales per import, we can set the other. Valid subsidiary reference field. 4 and 10, 9, 2, 3. Got? We can go to the next slide. 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 I'm sorry, you have to put all the subsidiaries here. No. Let's say a vendor has multiple subsidiaries. If we have the subsidiary also, then it will be a good. We'll add a subsidiary here. And we can add my date also. Life's coming like that. You know it's a long way from there. We'll upload again, set up import export. This time I'm going to save CSV import because we have already saved that. We'll open the database. That's and we'll drag the data. That's it. That's how I close the error. You can see the subsidiary is automatically taking the runtime. That's why it's given the error. We will select it. I think we can leave the subsidiary. I will delete. And then we will go without subsidiary. It's something like that. Let's say you've taken some column in the CSV. It's not mandatory that you have to map it as well. You can go without mapping also. You can delete. No, not delete. Basically, you cannot map here. But let's say something. Some things are mandatory in the NASA. Then you have to take in a mandatory field as well. Oh, I see. Either you enter a default value, or you do a take, or you take like a column in your CSV column. But you have to take the mandatory field as well. Again, save and run. Import job status. Oh, again add. Where are you seeing the error? Here's another CSV report. It is showing that 0 of 1 report imported successfully. Oh, it means that there is an error. Oh, again we missed the currency. Embedded currency. That means we have to add the currency. Or either we can take the default. Import. Save CSV. YOLA. We have to take the parent number. I think we can do this next. If there is no change in our import, Save and run. Here refresh. It is processing. Now it will do. Because it is taking some time in processing. Earlier, it gets like a couple of status to provide. Now you can see one report imported successfully. We will check the imported transaction, but before, once you start uploading and like playing with the large amount of data, there will be errors. It's important to understand what is errors and change. As you can see, let me open my error file as well. My first error file, given the invalid subsidiary reference key for NCT 923. It means that entity like a vendor. The subsidiary for this particular vendor, the subsidiary is incorrect. We have seen that in the field mapping the subsidiary was given a state and company, but it was a BK Canada. And same like in the second error file, we get a big currency reference error. Now, but these are like very simple error from. Sometimes you will get some complicated error. Basically like understand on which type of like error you are getting. Also, NetSuite is now like it is case sensitive. Let's see, I prepare a department. My department name is admin. I created NetSuite like in a complete apparatus. But in my CSV, I'm taking like and my CSV, I'm taking like that admin. It will not able to map. Also, it's case sensitive. Also, but it will not show error that this is a case sensitive. It will throw some random error. Oh, you need to know. Basically, like I know, see, like 1 month ago, I faced such a problem and it took me like one day to realize that this is the problem, complete one. After doing around 40 sample testing, uploading again with different type of. But every time natural for some different data. Sometimes it is text calculation error, sometimes different error. Basically, natural is not itself is determining what the issue is. That's why we recommend wherever the drop-down values are. Take the internal ID and the drop-down values. Take internal ID and the drop-down values. No, because see if there is any other field like a free form text or in free form. That means that you are entering something fresh. But what is the drop-down value then? Then you are sourcing from somewhere in the system. In some care, all the master created all that. there is a already master criterion in that site, and you are sourcing from that. That's why there is a drop down value. It's better to, instead of going with the naming reference, go with the internal ID reference. Internal and non-transactions which we have uploaded. English. This is our transaction. We are getting everything. Currency. Approve both the items. Quantity rate. What did you add for the item in the CSV? I had the internal ID. Oh, you added the internal ID. Item was internal ID. Item was internal. Any questions in this useful info? What happens in a brand new NetSuite account? Do people usually perform CSV inputs? Of where for new? Let's say if you have given a brand new NetSuite account with a client, people usually import a chart of accounts. Yes. We import from chart of account to all the masters like renders, customer, employees. Everything is imported. Let's see. Since the implementation partners have the template with them, standard template. Like for this particular session, we have created, like I added, some feedback on Excel. But we usually have all the templates with us. Like let's say if I have to give some, I have to ask for the vendor master for my customer or for the employee master from the customer. I will give an employee template or a vendor template. But it's all the fields. Like that template might have 60, 70 fields, which you can see in this particular page. And under all this tab, financial, all these fields, whether they required it or not. What we give them to template, and normally like from your customer, you can expect that they will give 70%, 80% of the correct data. But in India, like they have like much confusions in. We have to do validation on ourselves also. On your side also. We have to do the validator. We have to validate the data. I also, in my view, instead of giving them the complete template, ask them what they require in a particular vendor form. And give them only those fields they can create the better data for migration. Everything we have to create CSV only, item chart of account and customers. Customers, vendors, employees, even the customers. Departments, also department locations if there are many departments. Also, the chart of account is like a little bit tricky. If I go to the chart of account, for example, you can see these tables. And under this table, it is coming as a pre-trade, a pre-tech. Basically, table is a group. If I open this GL, I open this G. No way. Tables under tables. Table is like not coming in any account. But if I go to this, my peak trade is sub account of tables, is belonging to tables. Yes, let's say I take a single CSV uploader. I'm uploading a new uploader where I'm taking the tables also and under all this also. But system will fail that. System will fail in all this AP trade. AP exclude accounts table. Current maturity of long-term data. Make notes table essential notes table because but it is not earlier. Basically, first we have to upload the group accounts. Once the group accounts are uploaded, then we can upload the subgroups. And for example, under the AP trade, I have another GL. Then I have to do the activity like again third time. Basically, we have to do the summary accounts also. One thing is not there. As you can see, summary button. Basically, the group of which we take, like the GL group we make, we usually don't post in the group. Group is only for the consolidation. Like I created a group accounts table and I want to see, and then accounts table, how much different GLs are coming and what state consolidation as a group. But I don't want to directly post in the group GL. If I don't want to post on the group GL, I will add it and click on this summary. And if I refresh this account, you can see summary is now coming as yes. Now, if I go to my, let's say, new action build, I want to view the, let me select the vendor. Let's see. We will have the expense only here. I can see this 22 here. Now, if I made that as yes, somebody has come. I'm going to refresh my. I'm not able to see 2200. I'm not getting that now. I put it on. It is coming from 2 to 10. That is not showing there. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@uptalk.com.